You sent the message. Read receipt appeared. That was for days ago. No reply. And here's what's insane. Logically, it's not a big deal. You know that? You can literally say the words out loud. It's fine. It's just a text, but your body does not care what you know. Your chest is tight. You keep checking your phone every 8 minutes. You feel this low-grade dread that you can't shake no matter how many times. You tell yourself to stop being dramatic. Why? Why does something so small hit so hard? Because your brain is running ancient software on a modern problem, and it's treating a left-on-read notification as a threat to your survival, not a metaphor. Actually, biologically, a survival threat. Here's the part that nobody tells you about rejection. In 2003, a team of neuroscientists at UCLA did something that changed how we understand social pain forever. They put a group of people inside an fMRI machine, one of those massive brain scanners that shows which parts of your brain are active in real time. Then they had each participant play a simple online game called Cyberball. You throw a virtual ball back and forth with 2 other players. That's the whole game. Just catch and throw. What the participants didn't know was that those other players were a computer program. For the first few minutes, everything was normal. The ball went back and forth. Then, at a pre-programmed moment, the computer just stopped including the participant. The 2 other players started throwing the ball only to each other. The participant was frozen out, excluded, rejected from a video game they'd been playing for minutes, with people they'd never met who weren't even real, and their brain lit up like a fire alarm. Specifically, a region called the anterior cingulate cortex, your brain's pain processing center, activated with the same intensity as if the participant had been physically hurt, not emotionally distressed, not upset. Hurt, the same region that fires when you stub your toe, break your arm, or burn your hand on a stove. Your brain does not have a separate channel for social pain and physical pain. It has one channel, one alarm, and it doesn't ask what caused it before it goes off. This is why Tylenol actually reduces social pain. That's not a metaphor either. Researchers tested it. People who took painkillers before being socially excluded in the Cyberball experiment reported feeling significantly less hurt than those who took a placebo. You can dull the sting of rejection with ibuprofen. That's how real it is. But why? Why would evolution wire us this way? Why would your brain treat a text message like a knife wound? Because for the first 200,000 years of human existence, being rejected was death. Seriously, think about it from your brain's perspective. You are not an individual who can survive alone. You are a member of a tribe of 30 to 50 people. And if that tribe decides they don't want you, if they freeze you out, if they exile you, if they stop letting you sit by the fire, you are dead. You don't have a backup tribe. You don't have a grocery store. You get kicked out of the group, you starve, or you get eaten. So evolution built a tripwire, a visceral, painful, impossible to ignore alarm that goes off the instant you detect social rejection to make sure you do everything in your power to repair the relationship before it's too late. The pain wasn't designed to hurt you. It was designed to save you. The problem is that tripwire has not updated since the Stone Age. Your brain cannot tell the difference between a tribe elder deciding you're a liability and a recruiter who forgot to reply to your LinkedIn application. It cannot tell the difference between your hunting party abandoning you in the wilderness and a girl you matched with not texting back. The threat detection system doesn't read context. It just sees exclusion detected, alarm, maximum volume. And here's where it gets darker. The modern world is not accidentally triggering this alarm. It's deliberately, precisely engineered to trigger it constantly, and then sell you something to make it stop. Every social media platform is built on a feedback loop of social validation and rejection. You post something, and for the next 45 minutes your brain is running a background process, constantly checking whether the tribe accepted it. More likes, safe. Comments, safe. Silence, danger. Someone unfollows you, Alarm. A comment you posted gets ignored. Alarm. You get fewer likes than last time. Alarm. You are experiencing social rejection feedback dozens of times per day. Your brain's pain circuitry is firing constantly on low-level activation, draining you, keeping you anxious, making you feel vaguely like something is wrong even when nothing is wrong. And the worst part? The avoidance mechanism kicks in. When the alarm fires, your brain doesn't just make you feel pain, it updates your behavior. It learns, this action leads to rejection. Avoid this action. And over time, the things you stop doing to avoid rejection pile up. You stop raising your hand in meetings. You stop texting people first. You stop applying for the jobs that feel like a reach. You stop putting work out into the world that could be judged. You shrink. Not because you're weak, because your brain is running a rational survival calculation based on 200,000-year-old data. But here's the inversion that changes everything. The researchers who ran the Cyberball study didn't just find that rejection hurt. They also found that people who had a stronger sense of what psychologists call social belonging, a solid foundation of who they are and where they fit, showed significantly reduced activation in the pain center when excluded. Not zero, but significantly less. The pain didn't disappear, but it didn't shatter them either, because their identity wasn't floating freely in the air, waiting for someone else to grab it. It was anchored. The people who handle rejection the best are not the people who feel it less. They are the people who have decided, on their own terms, who they are, so that someone else's decision to include or exclude them doesn't rewrite their self-concept. That's the actual move. Not toughening up, not pretending not to care, not the stupid advice of just, don't let it bother you. You cannot turn off a 200,000-year-old biological alarm system with a motivational phrase. The move is to build something underneath the alarm, a foundation sturdy enough that when the alarm goes off, and it will go off, because you are human and you are alive and you are trying things. It rattles the windows, but it doesn't collapse the building, because the alternative is to let the alarm dictate your entire life, to shrink the comfort zone down until rejection can't find you, and at that point you're safe. Technically, you're also going nowhere, slowly, alone. The rejection is going to happen. That's not a threat. That's just the price of being someone who does things. The only question is whether it's going to stop you. Anyway, I'm collecting donations in the form of subscribes to fund the next video.